I'm Mari Silby with Light Reading, and I'm here with Jian from Huawei. Welcome, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk a little bit about CloudRAN and what you see as some of the driving forces there in the market and why Huawei is promoting CloudRAN.
Okay, looking forward to 5G era. Definitely we will introduce diversified services which will have different requirements to the network. For example, VR will request a high bandwidth up to Gbps with the short latency. However, for IoT, we request massive connections. And another aspect is we have a lot of radio access technology, and we have different bands and quite a lot number of sites. So this will definitely introduce a complexity of the network. So that's why we have to introduce a new software architecture, which is a CloudRAN basis, so that we can reshape this architecture towards 5G. But even in 4G, I think the operator can also benefit from fast introduction of the 5G network and the on-demand storage deployment, as well as they can have very high efficiency of the coordination.
And can you talk to us also about CloudAIR and what some of the benefits of that interface are, that AIR interface are?
But in our perspective, CloudRAN is not enough. For the cloudification of the mobile access network, we need a CloudAIR as well. Because we have a lot of AIR interface resources such as spectrum, power, channel. I think we have to maximize the efficiency of all these resources. So Huawei have introduced CloudAIR, which can benefit the operator to decouple the relationship of the radio access technology and with those AIR interface resources. For example, spectrum, we can have the cloudification on spectrum. That means we will move from the refarming mechanism to dynamic spectrum sharing. That means the operator will introduce the new technology very fast, full coverage with only one button. And as well, at the same time, they will maximize the utilization of the spectrum so that they can save a lot of expense on the spectrum auction. And secondly, for the power, that means traditionally it's all fixed and dedicated allocation for the power for different technology. But right now we can support the dynamic sharing for the power resource, so it can increase the whole system by 20% for the coverage and the capacity. And at the last, it's about the channel. This is amazing because previously we always network centric, but by means of the cloudification on the channel, the user will enjoy the consistent experience wherever he is, and for different kind of services, and also ignoring the load of the network.
So there are a lot of benefits today, but as we move towards 5G in the next several years, are there things that Huawei needs to be doing now, or that you're looking at doing from a strategy perspective to prepare for that 5G time?
We would like to give 3 recommendations to the carriers. Firstly, for architecture, I think as we mentioned, we have to move to the CloudRAN-based architecture so that we can introduce 5G very fast. And secondly, for the site evolution, that's quite important because in 5G we do need a lot of capacity, and we do recommend we need to consider a very target network oriented strategy. That means in our idea, we need to introduce like a 44 or 80R in the urban cities, and with massive MIMO to provide hotspot coverage, and also accept the low bands such as 900 MHz to serve GSM UMTS and all the other bands to LTE. Yeah, so we would like the operator to accept this idea and innovate together with Huawei. And at last, for the business, because we have to go back to business. Even before 5G, I think the operator can benefit from this 4.5G evolution, because they have introduced a big capacity, and they can reduce the cost per gigabytes, and they can introduce a lot of diversified services, as I mentioned, VR and IoT, so that they can expand their business from the B2C to B2H, means business to home, and the B2B, business to vertical, so that they can even benefit in today and make sure they are ready for tomorrow.
Ready for the future as well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here at Mobile World Congress.